Well, guys, do you know two major networks refuse to air President Trump's speech? Once you hear what President Trump just said, you'll understand why they refused. First of all, take a look at this clip, guys.
This week it was announced that inflation saw the largest monthly decline in more than 6 years. Just happened. It was just given out. The media reported it, and we accept it. The best in 6 years. The tax cuts in our great, big, beautiful bill are saving hardworking families thousands and thousands of dollars, like with the provisions, no tax on tips, no tax on overtime, and no tax on Social Security for our great seniors. There's no third world country that has elections like we have. In a rare move, NBC and ABC Fake News have both said that they would not cover this speech. They knew what it was about because of the fact that they don't like the topic, because they know how corrupt our system is and they don't want to reveal it. They and others in the media are part of a plot. They want to continue this fraud for whatever reason. They want to keep it going. They want to protect the radical left. They can't have a great country, and that's true. You can't have a great country without free and fair elections.
Let's think about this one carefully. He's making a serious claim that China compromised election data back in 2020. But what happened in 2024? A lot of time President said that I'm the winner of 2020 elections and the 2020 election was rigged. So he says Democrats were involved, China is involved. Even he a lot of times said Russia is also involved. But that's a big accusation. Now, if that were true, you'd expect clear evidence, hearings, real investigations. Instead, we got a speech that two major networks wouldn't even air, and then he turns around and accuses the media itself of being part of a plot. When a leader can back up a claim and instead blames a messenger, that's worth noticing. You know, real leadership means showing proof, not just repeating the accusation louder. And he's the president of USA right now. He can have a real investigations. He can provide the proofs. He can do whatever he wants. But he's just doing speeches. He's just blaming media. He's just criticizing media. He's just criticizing China. Even a lot of critics says he is very close to China. He's very close to Russia. And a lot of time he said in his speeches that President of China is my friend. President of Russia is my friend. So now he's blaming China for 2020 rigged elections. And do you believe the 2020 elections were rigged? Right now, if you see, I remember in 2024, President Trump was so much popular during election campaign before November 5. But if we see right now, the current situation, the real-time situation, he's not so much popular. A lot of poll says almost 60 to 70% people are not happy with President Trump's policy and what he just delivered so far. They're not happy. They are suffering due to inflation and other policies. So are you satisfied with President Trump, and do you believe 2020 election was rigged?